Yo, what is up, doggies? It's your boy Beanie and in today's video I'd like to talk about all my biggest life regrets, all my biggest mistakes, all the dumb things I've been doing that's holding me back from, becoming the greatest of all time, which I truly deserve to be. Now, the reason I'm making this video is, well, for starters, it's always funny to make fun of other people's misfortunes. It makes you feel better about yourself, you get to laugh at me, it's just a fun time. But another big reason why I really want to make this video is because I want to help you dogs, I want to tell you all the mistakes I've made so maybe you guys can do better, all this shit has really set me back a lot in my life, a lot mentally, and it's just fucked me up, and if I share all my dumb decisions, maybe you guys will make better decisions. So let's just get started with some of the dumbest mistakes I've made in my life. The first mistake I'd like to go over is vaping. I've been vaping every day for like 4 or 5 years, and it's one of the most cringe, embarrassing habits I have. Like, there's nothing more embarrassing than walking around sucking on a fucking strawberry lemonade robot dick, and I do it all the time. Like, at least with cigarettes, shit was low-key kind of badass. Like, I'm not gonna lie, in the movies and in the Twilight Zone when they're smoking those cigarettes, like, the characters would usually look cool, and I'm not endorsing cigarettes, that's probably an even worse habit to have, but the point is, vaping is just goofy as all hell. And it's not like it's that enjoyable or it like gets you high or it really does anything for you. All it really does is it's a nice feeling in your throat, which, let's be honest, that sounds pretty fucking gay. Gay! I vaped for the first time when I was in like 9th grade, and I remember the first time I did it, I didn't even enjoy it. It tasted like ass, it literally hurt my throat, and I remember thinking this is so pointless, but I remember all my friends would vape, and eventually, I would vape more and more. I would always hit their vapes, and eventually, I did kind of start liking it, and then I ended up buying my own, but it was literally something I had to train myself to like. Like, I had to force myself to get addicted to it before I even liked it, which is it's just so dumb. And if you want to argue that it's not that bad for you, it's just vaping, it's not as harmful as smoke, vapor compared to smoke, like you would imagine, it probably doesn't fuck up your lungs as much as well as there's not many studies showing, how bad it really is for you, but the fact of the matter is, for a fact that it's not good for you, it's not helping you, so why do it? I feel like a majority of people that start vaping really only do it because they want to fit in with their friends. They're doing it to, like, quote-unquote be cool, and as we established before, it's not cool, bro. You're sucking on a fruity robot dick. Like it's literally gay. You want to be gay, bro? Then start vaping. Alright, the second mistake I'd like to go over is smoking weed, and I know this is probably going to get some hate from you guys that are still in denial, but I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but believe it or not, drugs are not good for you. And I can already see you potheads fuming in the comments going, oh, actually, Beanie, it's just a plant, bro. You can't overdose. It's actually good for my anxiety. It helps me stay productive. No, dog, it doesn't. It makes you less productive. It makes you more anxious, and it's just a negative habit to have. Now, I'm not a huge weed hater. Like, I do still think it's probably one of the least harmful, like, mainstream drugs, but just because it's a lesser evil doesn't mean it's good to do. And also the fact that it's, not that bad and you can still kind of do stuff when you're on it, I feel makes it all the more dangerous. Like, compared to, like, alcohol, which I know people love to compare alcohol and weed. They're like, oh, bro, weed's so much better than alcohol, so why is it? It's just dumb, bro. They're both bad, but compared to alcohol, on alcohol, it does decapitate you or whatever. You're not going to be able to drive. You're not going to be able to get your work done. You're not going to be able to do most things when you're drunk. So most people don't drink except for, like, once they already got their shit done. They don't drink until the weekends. They don't drink every day because it's not good for you. But with weed, you can make the excuse where it's like, well, I can still go to school high. I can still do my homework high. I can still do all this shit high. So people will be smoking weed, from dusk till dawn. You'll smoke it all day. And I'm not saying everyone does that, but, that's at least what I did. And, I would make these excuses thinking, oh, I can get my work done when I'm high. It makes me more creative and shit. It does all this shit. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't make you more creative. It makes you think in a different kind of way, but you can still harness all that creativity just being sober. And a lot of the times when you smoke weed thinking you're going to do shit with it, you end up just doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? And another big problem about weed is it makes you comfortable being lazy. I don't think weed makes you lazy, but it just makes you comfortable being lazy. Like, for instance, if you're just sitting around watching YouTube videos all day or TikToks or whatever you do, and you're not smoking weed, eventually you're going to get bored of that and you're going to think, hey, I need to do something else. I need to work out. I need to do my schoolwork. I need to find a way to make money. You're going to try to be productive. But if you have weed, when you get bored, you can just smoke weed and then you're high and it feels like you're doing a whole activity. You feel like you don't actually need to do anything. You get that same high that you would get from, like, working out or doing something productive, but now you're getting this high, like, artificially. You're not actually doing anything. You're just laying around. And the last thing I'd like to say about weed is that shit is definitely addictive. And I mean, I know it affects everyone differently. I think there are some people that can just smoke weed once in a while. And for those people, power to you, keep doing it. But if you're someone like me who is smoking weed every single day, I hate to break it to you, bro, but you're definitely addicted. And I've recently just quit. I've only been sober for like 2 weeks, and I'm already having huge troubles going to sleep. You know, I wake up in the middle of the night. I have the most vivid dreams ever. Like, I have all these problems that I wouldn't have had if I didn't smoke weed all the time. If that's not an addiction, then I don't know what is. Third mistake I'd like to go over is gambling. And this is a recent one for me. I started gambling literally the day I turned 21. I signed up for stake.com like an idiot. And I don't know why I did it. I knew I was an addictive person before I got into it. I knew it was bad. I know you can't actually win money. It's just literally addicted to losing money. But yeah, gambling, it's definitely something. When you win money on that shit, it gets you high as hell. You feel more amped up than you are when you're on cocaine.
Mid. Just kidding, bro. I'm getting high as fuck right now. I'm high as fuck right now. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? Holy fuck, bro. Fuck all my haters. I make money, bro.
But when you lose, you know, you feel like you literally want to die. You feel like everything's shit. You just keep thinking about the money you lost. You want to deposit more. It's one of the worst feelings in the world.
I lost it all. I lost all my fucking money.
But shit, guys, follow my kick, because, you know, I be gambling from time to time, and, you know, as I said, you know, it's always fun to laugh at other people's pain, so you can come in there and laugh at me when I lose money, and shit, maybe if we're lucky, you know, you can watch me win some money, you can watch me get high as hell, and maybe I'll even tip you guys something, you know what I'm saying? Definitely join up on my live streams. I would say the main reason I even started gambling is because I thought it'd be good for content. I'm not gonna lie, I was addicted to gambling before I even started, because, you know, I've been watching a lot of Kick, a lot of, like, Aiden Ross, you know, SSB, his whole crew, and you know, they had to do their daily hour of gambling every single day, and that certainly implanted the idea of gambling in my head. But, you know, shit, who am I to talk shit? Because I'm telling you guys to watch me go gamble so I can implant the idea into your head. But, you know, who really cares? Come watch me gamble, and at the end of the day, just don't be stupid, bro. I'm making this video so you can be smarter than me. You shouldn't do these mistakes, you know? The next mistake I'd like to go over is cheating, and as I'm sure you guys can already tell, I'm quite the ladies' man. You know, I listen to Radiohead, I watch cool movies like Donnie Darko and The Corpse Bride. You know, it's kind of hard to keep the pussy off of me sometimes. But yeah, a big issue I've had in all my relationships is, you know, I always have a fear that girls are cheating on me. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's my low self-esteem or my trust issues. You know, it's just some negative stuff, but basically, in my head, I remember thinking, you know, if I'm getting cheated on, which, you know, I'm not even getting cheated on, but I would always thought that I was getting cheated on, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be the one who starts doing the cheating, you know what I mean? I'm gonna start fucking other girls, because, you know, no one respects me, so I'm not gonna respect them, and, you know, I have cheated in, you know, my most recent relationship. I've done it a couple times, and I thought that it would make me feel better. I thought, you know, if I'm fucking other girls, I won't feel bad if this girl's, you know, fucking other dudes, but let me just tell you, that's not at all how it works. Me getting with other girls really just increased my paranoia of her cheating on me, because, you know, if I'm doing it, why would she not also be doing it? And on top of that, it gets even worse. When I cheated on her to a certain point, you know, once I cheated on her a certain amount of times, she actually did start fucking other people. She actually has gotten with other people, and I basically pushed her into doing what, you know, I feared the most. You know, I forced her to do that shit. Like, I'm just so dumb. Like, all I really want is someone that I can love and trust, but if you don't give them the same love and trust, you're never gonna get that. Another mistake I've made is watching porn. When I was younger, I used to beat my dick like 3 times a day. I made it a goal that I would nut like 3 times a day. If I didn't nut 3 times, it felt like a waste of a day. Now, porn, I feel like, is kind of like weed in a sense, where it's really not that bad for you, or it's not necessarily bad for everyone. It's only bad if you're an addictive person like me and you're doing it every single day or multiple times a day. Now, the problems I feel like porn caused me is, well, for starters, I feel like it made me more lazy, you know? Instead of actually working on myself or working on my social skills or doing stuff that would actually help me meet girls and, you know, get some pussy, you know, I would just lay around and beat my dick. And also, just like the actual act of masturbating, you know, also made me lazy. Like, instead of, you know, doing other stuff that'll give you natural highs, you're just laying around tricking your brain chemistry to get high when you're just beating your dick. Like, it's not a good thing to do. Another big problem porn caused me is it messed up my ideas of what sex really is. And I know that sounds cringe, but it's true. And this is embarrassing, but for the first 2 years of, like, relationships with girls, I never once fucked them, because I literally couldn't get hard enough to fuck them, because in my head, you know, what got me turned on, what made me hard was watching other people fuck, you know, watching porn. Like, porn is literally some cuck shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a big difference between actually fucking and watching porn. And I know from experience that, you know, quitting porn, it's really not easy, especially in today's world where sex is everywhere. It's in all the social medias, it's in all the music, it's just everywhere. It's hard to, you know, get by that shit. You'll scroll through anything, you're gonna see girls with fat asses. If you're on Twitter, you're gonna see literal porn. Like, it's not easy to stop, but I'm telling you, it's definitely worth trying. And once you stop, you're really not gonna want to go back. Like, I've quit porn for a while now, and, you know, every once in a while, you know, I'll go back to it, and I'll beat my dick. But, you know, once I go back to it after quitting for so long, like, it doesn't even really turn me on anymore. It feels weird. I'm like, why am I playing with my dick? Like, I literally, like, feel my hand on my dick. It doesn't feel the same, and I'm so glad it doesn't. You know, now I'm out here fucking bitches, you know what I'm saying, Flat? Alright, last mistake I've made, and this is definitely the most embarrassing mistake, is taking Rhino pills. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm a Rhino pill connoisseur, bro. I take that shit, my dick gets hard as a rock, bro. Oh my god, does it hit. And I mean, the reason I started taking it is, you know, the shit I said before, you know, porn and low self-esteem and all these other issues I have in my mind. It made it hard for me, you know, me to get hard. You know, I would overthink stuff. You know, I would think that my dick's not big enough, or I think that I'm not good enough. You know, I would think all this negative stuff, and I wouldn't be able to just focus on, you know, fucking. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I started taking some Rhino pills, and it got my dick hard, and I started fucking, and I'm like, oh, this is great, this is perfect, you know, I can finally do this shit, and, you know, not only am I doing it, I'm fucking hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going hard in the paint. But the fact of the matter is, I definitely wish I never used these dick pills, because, you know, it's only causing me more dick problems. Like, sure, I never fucked until I started using them, and now, you know, I fuck from time to time without using them, but I would say a good 80% of the time I'm using a Rhino pill, you know, like, I don't feel confident enough to fuck without one, and that's a big problem. I'm getting dependent on these fucking Viagras at the age of like 21. Like it's truly embarrassing. And when I am able to fuck without a Rhino pill, it just doesn't feel as enjoyable to me. Like, my dick doesn't get as hard, you know. It's not like I'm not going as hard in the paint as I'd like to go, and it's very annoying, bro. It's very annoying. Like, I had these dick problems for whatever reason, and now I'm just making them worse. And now I'm sharing it on YouTube. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But yeah, those are some of the biggest problems I have going on in my life. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys had a good laugh at me. But most importantly, I hope you guys can actually learn from some of the shit I said. I hope you guys don't make the same mistakes I did, because I know a lot of you guys are probably in high school. You're probably younger than me, and you probably haven't made all these mistakes yet, but you might just, you know, you might be on my path. You know, I don't want your path to go all screwy, you know, taking all these side turns, bro. You want to go straight to the goal, bro. You want to go straight to making money, straight to fucking bitches, you know. You can get everything you fucking want in this life, bro. It's not that hard. There's just a lot of distractions out there that, you know, you might fall for, but trust me, dog, it's best to just not, bro. Don't make the same mistakes I made. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like, follow all my socials, link in the description, and as always, peace out, doggy.
I got my swagger back. Oh.